everybody, and welcome back to the Reality Kingdom, where we talk all things reality TV or whatever. I'm your host, Pharaoh. I'm joined by our wonderful co-host, Lily. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good. These episodes are getting kind of.
What's
the
the
girl
word?
didn't run out of things to talk about. I don't know. The girl is starting to slow down. And, I feel like this usually happens in the challenge. Like, it gets to the end, everybody damn near know each other. I mean, all of them are friends. Like, there's no real drama. So they're kind of just chilling and waiting for the final. But it's like, ooh, spice it up a little bit. I don't know.
Do a little bit of something, a little jig, something, because it's definitely giving. Come on, City say boring. I don't know. And that's the thing. I'm mad that it was a little bit lackluster because my man got out this episode and it wasn't even.
It could have been like the thing is Jordan. I feel like is one of the big heavy hitters of the season. Like I don't know, they could have did his exit way bigger. Like it was like Blue P went home. Okay, well,
yeah. Nothing eventful. Girl, anyways, so we start the episode off, and if you recall last episode, MJ just got
girl, is your mic plugged in?
Why? It's not. What the fuck? Oh, I fear it wasn't.
Hello. There you go.
Okay, girl. Y'all, as you recall last episode, MJ got voted out or whatever, or taken out, eliminated, whatever. And Renee is stressed, depressed, and blessed.
Well, hold on, because the episode opens to Jordan looking good, and I just have to address,
doesn't it?
Why is Jordan looking good like this? Opening up the show like this. I know Nada is getting that good down.
As she should.
But okay, with Johnny.
Okay, so Johnny is stressed, blessed, and stressed. I got him. And because MJ had went home over there, that's her boo thing. Oh, I mean, her bestie.
Don't.
Ooh.
Her best.
I'm acting like best child. Anyways, y'all know that's her bestie, so she's real stressed and pressed about it. So she's walking around mad a little bit.
My thing is, it's a reoccurring thing. She keeps saying, I'm alone. Sister, if you don't link up with Miss Naya.
Jordan was still here this episode, babe.
Right, girl,
you literally cuddled up with Mark as we speak. Like, girl, like,
she acting. I just like she acting like MJ was her in BR. She couldn't do nothing past MJ. Girl, calm down.
Calm down. Calm down. Anyways, mind you. Oh, and so around this time, basically, Derek is walking around the house, and John A kind of like, Derek, I mean, you're going to be my target now since you took my man out. Not her man. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to lie, y'all. Let's be honest. She was kind of acting like it was her man. Like, I know she's married.
No, let's say it was giving brother. Like, you took my brother out. Like,
it wasn't giving that, though. Why lie?
Oh, God.
It was just giving a little bit. It's okay. That's my girl, John A. John A, I know we all gagging. We friends. We not best. We friends. Anyways, jeez. Nah, I'm playing. So, John A is like, Derek, you finna be gone because you took out my brother, my brother. And Derek is kicking cuckoo and moving along. You see how we not talking about nothing? You see how we took Anyway, so after that, we get a Veronica scene. And Veronica gets a call from her
girlfriend.
Right?
First of all, I wasn't aware that Veronica was an LGBT icon.
What's the pride symbol? Shit.
I don't know.
Shit. Hashtag during what?
I was gagging and the girlfriend was looking real good. I was like, okay, Miss Veronica.
It was given they could be my moms. I don't know. They are very cute together. I know that's right. Anyways, Veronica, bad bitch. She continues to impress us throughout this episode. And it makes sense because LGBTQ will always win. Anyways, next we get a scene. And basically, Kellyanne has a conversation with Ronnie, or does Ronnie have a conversation with Kellyanne?
They talk to each other.
Kellyanne and Ronnie talk. And this is the beginning of Ronnie being weird. Okay, listen. You remember last episode, or what episode it was? It was kind of like, okay, Sylvia just randomly being weird. It was giving that with Ronnie a little bit. Okay. So anyways, Ronnie and Kellyanne basically discuss, and basically Ronnie, well, Kellyanne don't got no friends, but she do. And Ronnie has the treehouse, but she don't. And basically, that's what the conversation is about. Who has the sabotage? One of them has the sabotage.
Kellyanne has the
Kellyanne has the last
and
sabotage.
Basically, Ronnie is saying this comment, like, because basically Kellyanne is trying to, like, give me a name. Like, tell me who you want in, basically. And Ronnie is like, well, I don't want to say anyone from the treehouse. And it's like, girl, this is an individual game. First of all, it's always been an individual game, but now that there's only one person in authority, there's like 6 people left. Like, I don't know. I start playing. I fear. I don't know.
She won't. So Kellyanne is basically like, I mean, you can tell me, like, basically Kellyanne is offering her the opportunity to give her, you know, a name, or at least say anybody but me, or I'll offer you this, and
And she
basically
refuses to do it.
Ronnie basically refuses to do it to her demise. Anyways, so we get to the challenge. So they all walk up and they see that it's, you know, it's something suspended in the air. So they're like, ooh, it's going to be the trivia. So it's the trivia. So basically, they got to answer questions. If you get it wrong, you get a strike. If you get it right, you give somebody else a strike. If you get 3 strikes, you're out, sister. My thing is, why are they still doing eliminator competition? This is the challenge. This is a game where there's alliances, there's groups of people with the whoop, and they're deciding to make it another eliminator competition. Of course.
And it's like, why do they love a good eliminator so much? It's like, this is like the second one this season.
Literally. We
didn't.
We didn't. And now my man Jordan went home, and it's like, this is the challenge, not eliminator. Anyways, so 3 strikes, you're out or whatever. Here we go, y'all. We have to give out the last sabotage. And Brad and Kellyanne are the owners of these sabotages. If you don't recall, I'll refresh your memory. Brad was obsessed with MJ, and MJ is now gone. So Brad now doesn't have anyone to be obsessed with. So,
and he literally has no idea what to do with himself because he devoted his life to being obsessed with Brad. So now that he has to target somewhere else, he's genuinely confused.
Mm-hmm. So TJ asks Brad, he says, hey, who are you giving your sabotage to? And Brad is like, as if he didn't know he was going to have to make this decision. So he decides, ultimately, he says, can I give it to myself? Y'all, when I tell you I like
myself,
so disgusted, like, are you serious? At least be like, whoever that girl was, Kendall, and can I give it to a boy? I don't know, at least do that. You're giving it to yourself? Anyways, Brad gives himself, the sabotage, and it's like, this is just stupid. Like,
and then you have confessionals from Derek and Ronnie talking about some, I would have did it too. This is a game where you don't have to piss people off. I guess you should just do it. I mean, spoiler alert, he does flop down in the challenge. So I guess it kind of works out for him. But it's just like, I don't know, like, that's just such a pussy ass move. Myself, I don't know, like, he should have said no. Like, he should have been prohibited to do that.
He should have been prohibited to do that because that was some pussy shit. And the whole point of the thing is that you got to give this somebody. Like, shut up, you're so lame and lose. You're just such a loser. I don't want him to win, and I hope he loses, and I hope he doesn't win, and I hope he doesn't come back for All Stars 4, 5, 6, or 7, and I hope he doesn't come back for the challenge 38, 39, 40, or 41. Because I just don't like that.
We're tired of the girls not playing. Like, come on.
First of all, he's old. Like, I don't know. Like, he could just go ahead and.
It is a challenge All Stars. These are older. These are the older contestants. That's the point.
Never again.
Okay.
After this, we can just leave it here. Like, that's the thing. And like, Brad. Kellyanne sabotages Veronica. Boom. So we get to the girls' part of the competition. And they are doing an eliminator. They're asking each other questions. And the questions are literally, some of them are like, some of them are really easy. And some of them are like really hard. Like, I feel like, and then some of them are in the middle. It's weird. It's just random trivia. One of the questions was spell ophthalmologist or something. Me would have got it wrong. One of the questions was what's the primary colors? But he asked it wrong. Would have got it wrong. One of the questions was what's the 4 elements? I don't know.
I knew that though. I got that one right.
You would have got that one right. I would have got it wrong because he wasn't just asking it in a, like, you know, the questions were worded weird. Anyways, the questions was weird. We get to the questions. We get to eliminating people. Kellyanne gets out, obviously, because basically all the Treehouse was like, she should go.
Exactly. After Kellyanne, they have the numbers.
Yeah, they have the numbers, and now they're gonna take out Janae and Nia, and that's what happens. I'm not even gonna play with y'all. Before Nia and Janae gets taken out, though, Nia gives a strike to Ronnie, and at that point, Ronnie had no strikes. The other girls did have strikes. And Ronnie has a confessional, and Ronnie is like, I I don't know why Naya is. Oh no, she doesn't have a confessional. Ronnie makes a face,
Yeah.
and she's like, and Naya has a confession. Naya's like, I don't know why Ronnie is acting like she's
Confused.
untouchable. Like, right? First of all, you're
I
working with this
don't.
group of people who's not me. What do you want?
She was
Kellyanne's
acting.
out. Like, what do you want?
My thing is, she's been acting confused this whole time. When she was the main one in the confessional talking about some, I'm all for the treehouse. I gotta win for the treehouse, 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 treehouse. And now you're confused because you're being targeted because you're in the treehouse. Babe.
So Naya gets out, Jonna gets out. So at this point, or Jonna gets out, Naya gets out. So at this point, it's just the members of the treehouse left. So it's Veronica, Kayla, and Ronnie left. And we already know the dynamics of that situation, but clearly Ronnie didn't. So Veronica, she gets the point correct, and she has the choice to either take out Ronnie or take out Kayla. And she takes out Ronnie. Obviously, you would think. So Ronnie has a confessional, and she's like, I know where I stand in the treehouse.
And it's
Yeah.
First of all, you knew this entire time. They were like, I don't understand. I hate the confusion. I hate the, well, I don't know. I guess I know where. Like, babe, now you're shocked?
Ooh. The weedy. Like,
wait,
I don't know. What?
You didn't put the pictures up.
Oh, you see how we 10 minutes in, we zooming, baby. I don't know what to tell y'all. The episode wasn't episoding. Shit. Here the pictures, y'all.
I like seeing them.
It really brings it all together. You see who's black and white. No shade. So Ronnie, I guess I'm on the bottom of the treehouse. I didn't know that, even though Veronica and Tina are besties and Kayla and Sylvia are besties, and they're all besties with each other, and I'm the only, like, what?
But my thing is, too, it was three of y'all up there. Like,
you acting like, first of all, it's only 3 treehouse members left. You're acting like there's a bottom to even be on.
It's 3. And they know each other, and you don't know either one of them, but you work with them because you slept with them.
Mind you, you're mad at Naya and Jonna. Last episode, it was Jonna gave me the episode. It's Naya. You're so angry. Mind you, they're giving you exes. They're taking you out of the game, and you're working with Kayla and Veronica, who are good, who are also
taking you out of the game.
Who are also taking you out of the game, babe. Maybe you should have chose better allies.
You're on the wrong team, babe.
Like, you really just linked up with them because Kayla was like, I need numbers, so I'm just gonna make everybody in this room work with me because half of them are my friends, and then Ronnie's here. And you sat there and you said, "Okay, yes, ma'am."
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. And it's like, now you're mad, babe. Anyways, so Ronnie's out the game. It's down to Veronica. Mind you, Veronica had a sabotage, and she's only gotten that X from that sabotage and no other X's. And she's up there with Kayla. Boom, boom, boom. Kayla's out. Veronica wins the
with the sabotage. During Pride Month.
During Pride.
Veronica is an LGBT icon.
Period. Boom. We get to the other the boys. Mind you, who cares?
Yeah, we don't care. The girls were bored.
I know.
Okay. But I will say this was really interesting because I feel like you can definitely start seeing like the interworkings of the guys' power dynamic because the girl has kind of been ran by the treehouse the whole time, and the dude, they kind of been all over the place. But at this point, it's top 6. Nehemiah, Wes, and Brad are kind of a trio because they're all 3 besties. They know each other IRL. Jordan don't like any of them. And Mark and Derek are essentially in minority because, like I just mentioned, there's a trio happening. So going into this, it's a really pivotal win for Derek, who eventually wins it.
Mm-hmm. Sure, Dan, because he just takes out the one person who's not with any of them.
He could have got the trio, but hey.
He could have taken out the trio. But he didn't. Anyways, so we move on. And then, girl,
but he had no way of taking out the trio, though.
But my issue was,
if you pick someone in the trio, they're just gonna pick Mark or Jordan. He wanted to avoid Mark being picked, but Mark got picked anyway.
But he could have picked someone. That's the thing. Mark got picked anyways, and he could have picked someone who's gonna pick Jordan, like Wes. That way, if Wes goes, boom, it brings the numbers even. If Jordan goes, who cares? He didn't even do that. He picked Jordan. What? The weakest move. We move. Anyways.
Well,
So
his master told him to do so.
And we'll get into that. So we get into the challenge or whatever. Brad gets out because he gave himself to sabotage and he sucked at the game. Nehemiah gets out, and Nehemiah and Derek kept shooting shots at each other. That's what's important. Derek
Because they got beef, and I didn't know this.
That we did not know about. But honestly, how are we supposed to know? How was the show even supposed to edit it when literally last round they were working together to get out MJ, Jordan, and somebody else?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now that the I don't know if anyone else has noticed it, but now that the guys are like all gone, I can definitely see what's happening now. So at first, it was just really all over the place. They were just randomly getting each other out. It was like, well, I don't like you, and I'm targeting you specifically.
Randomly. Random people doing random
like things. The girls has been split this whole time, and the boys have just been whoever gets power, fuck it.
Mm-hmm. So now you see that, Derek's with Mark and how we explain the dynamic. So Derek and Nehemiah have beef, which we get into. And so Derek ends up taking Nehemiah out the competition. And after Nehemiah gets taken out the competition, basically Derek just wins. Like he just wins. So there you go.
Which is momentous because apparently he was terrible at trivia comps. And he won.
So that's good for him, King. I wish he would have did something. I don't know. So
he did. He took out
clearly I'm bitter. Clearly I'm bitter because Jordan's my fave.
I am too. Jordan is daddy.
Hey, we move. So the authority is going to be officially Veronica and Derek. There's no more saboteurs, so that doesn't really matter. So it's going to be Veronica and Derek, and then blah, blah, blah. So we get back to the house. We get to the pool party. We all partying, woo, 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 drunk. Veronica and Ronnie have a conversation.
Now let me touch up on this because this is how the inconsistency really just gags me up here. Because earlier you said Veronica taking you out confirmed to you that you were on the bottom and they're working together. But now in this conversation with Veronica, you're saying, I don't know where Veronica's at because I've never talked game with Veronica. Mm-hmm. So you've been in this Treehouse alliance ran and dominated by Kayla with like 6 other members. And you mean to tell me this entire time you've been here, you haven't talked one lick of game to her, and you're surprised that you're on the bottom, babe? I just, please someone make it make sense, because the math wasn't mathing at that point.
So Ronnie confesses, and Veronica confirms that Ronnie has not talking game with Veronica at all, and Ronnie kind of implies that she hasn't talking game this entire season. Basically, she was like, well, I haven't really talked game to people because it hasn't been necessary.
And the thing is, you know who else did that? Kendall. And you see what Kendall was at out the door. You gotta start talking. These older girls, if y'all gonna come in, the girls from the 1990s and the early 2000s, this is the challenge, man. This isn't road rules anymore. This is the challenge. Mm-hmm. You gotta play. You can't get mad about people playing the game.
And that's the thing. Ronnie was like, yeah, I'm basically playing the same game I played in 1990. When it was a totally different game. Why?
And Veronica giggled in her face because she's like, why? Okay.
Anyways.
Because you see Veronica's playing the game. And she was there in 1992. So there's no excuses, babe.
Grow. I don't know. Change. I don't know. So Ronnie and Veronica are talking. While they're talking, Kellyanne basically walks up and she sits down and she tries to start to talk. And basically she gets shooed away. Veronica's
talking.
Like, babe, we can talk later. I was actually talking to Ronnie. And Kellyanne just like, that was awkward as hell.
She's like, I'm pretty sure I'm going in. But it's
I'm going in.
I don't think so. They were talking, girl. You walked up in their conversation. Don't walk up in people's conversation.
I don't know. You're not even friends with them. Anyway, so Kellyanne gets shooed away. So expect her to go in. And then we get a scene of Mark puppet mastering Derek. So Mark is talking to Derek, and Mark is basically like, well, Derek, what you're going to do is you're going to choose someone who I can beat because they're probably going to pick me in. So that person is most likely going to be Jordan. So go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to beat him, and then that's it.
And Derek's like, okay, sir, thank you.
Derek's like, okay, sir. Then we actually, Mark basically was like, don't put in Nehemiah. That was his main situation. And it's interesting because Derek was basically like, he was going to put in Nehemiah because him and Nehemiah was beefing, but he didn't do it because his daddy Mark told him to do it. My thing is, if you're just going to do what somebody else say you do, why are you in the game?
Ooh.
Why are you playing? You literally know. My thing is, it's very likely that Nehemiah gets sent in next week and he chooses you and takes you out of the game. It's very likely that Nehemiah wins authority next week and he chooses you and you're out of the game. You got out Jordan, who didn't give a damn lick about you. Jordan was going to take out Mark, Brad, Wes, and Nehemiah before you, Derek, and you just took him out for them.
Because at the end of the day, the simple fact is, anytime you're doing what someone else is suggesting you to do, and you just straight up do it without any forethought, you're doing what's better for their game and not yours. Point blank, period. Mm-hmm. No one is ever going to suggest something for you that's better for you than it is itself. Like, that's just point blank, period. That's just logical. So the fact that
why did you do
compromise, he just straight up did it. It's like, come on, because like that's a good point. Nehemiah could easily win, take his ass out next week, and then bloop, you're out the final, babe.
Anyways,
that would suck because that used to be Derek. Like back in the earlier seasons when I was doing my binge, he would make it all the way up. It's like the final challenge. He got cut like 3 times in a row.
Let's add on to the record, babe, because it's not looking good. Because why would you not take out the one person that you were beefing with? And he literally took Nehemiah out the game. He kept giving him X's. So if you did all of that, why stop?
Yeah.
Moving along. Then we get back to Veronica, and Veronica finally is like, Kellyanne, we can talk, girl. Whatever you want to say, sure, Dan. And Kellyanne is like, let's make a deal. Kellyanne is playing the game, Ronnie.
Period. And that's what I respect about Miss Kellyanne, because Kellyanne don't like them. She lets us know every single episode, I don't like these bitches. But guess what? I'm playing this motherfucking game, and I'm gonna do what I can to stay. I respect that. Because I don't like I'm not going to smile in their face. I'm not going to bow down and beg. Kellyanne's like, yes, I'm going to bow down. Yes, I'm going to beg. Yes, I'm going to make a deal because I want to stay. Like,
and I'm still here in the top 5.
Period.
Because honestly, in all honesty, Veronica really should have just chose Kellyanne. Well, not should have, but
I would have. I was like,
should have.
She was honestly.
She should have just chose Kellyanne, but because Kellyanne is playing the game,
with the equalizers, and that was a whole puzzle. So Kellyanne honestly could have maybe fumbled that bag, but see, Miss Kellyanne put in that miss work.
Period. Because that's the thing. Like honestly, Veronica should have made it like I guess more likely for Ronnie to win if she really cared about Ronnie. But
I mean, Ronnie was probably gonna lose anyway. Well, maybe if she.
Well, Kellyanne's bad at puzzles, is what I'm saying.
Kellyanne, or if she would have picked Naya, because Naya's a wild card. You don't know if she's gonna go in and win or not. But she don't do neither one of those options, do she?
Child. So we move along, and basically Veronica's like, okay, Ronnie has promised me a little bit, and Kellyanne has promised me safety. So I mean, I'm probably gonna choose John A or Naya. I'm not gonna lie.
And the thing is, I feel like I can respect this because Veronica is also playing the game. So if they're gonna promise me safety, these other bitches ain't promising me safety. Well,
exactly.
Why didn't they promise him? John A and Naya, what the hell was y'all out here doing? Don't promise this girl safety.
Clearly, they're just sitting there, ready to win.
Ready to win. Because that's really what it is. Naya and John A is sitting back, cool, because we're gonna win anyway.
We're gonna win regardless. I fear. Like they can do anything. They can do anything they want. We're not choosing each other, and we're not going to lose. So either Kayla or Ronnie are going home regardless. Like,
because I can definitely see Naya be like, I ain't talking to that damn girl. I ain't talking to her whole season. I'm not talking to her now. If she put me in, she put me in, and I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna choose her, and I'm gonna win. Period. Let's go.
So we're moving on. Anyways. So, mind you, and that's the thing, Ronnie didn't make it better for herself because she didn't make Naya nor John A not want to choose her. So,
which she could have easily have done. Like, just because you're in a treehouse doesn't mean I'm in a treehouse, I can't work with other people. The treehouse was like 19 people at the beginning. Girl, you could have been cool with them this whole time, and you wouldn't be in this position because, spoiler alert, John A goes in and she chooses Ronnie. Well, babe, if you had a relationship with Miss John A this whole time, she probably does pick Kayla, and Kayla probably goes home. We never know. Or Kelly,
but that doesn't happen. But that doesn't happen because Kayla knows to play the game. Ronnie, moving along. So the authority gets to talk, and Veronica talks to Derek. And basically, Derek's like, my master told me what to do. I will be doing it.
And Veronica's like,
that's right. And Veronica was like,
2 of them, so
I got safety from 2 people. So them 2 people not going in. If Kayla not going in, I got 2 options. And basically, Veronica was like, I'm going to make the bad bitch move because John A got to go eventually.
I was gagged. Jordan and John A?
Jordan and John A.
Them some heavy hitters.
I need a whole here. And they was gagged too. They was like, John A came in the room. She was like, Jordan, it's us. Jordan was like, it's us? She was like, it's us.
It's us.
It's us.
Man, girl.
They was gagging about it too. I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping that both John A and Jordan won because everybody else is boring, and that's my favorite male and damn near my favorite.
Yeah, I kind of wanted
female.
Mark to go home. No shit. I would have loved Jordan to be in the final, but we'll get into it.
So, we get into the arena, right? So we know that Jordan and John A are going in. So we go to the arena. We walk up to the top, and TJ is like, "All right, all right, all right, all right. It's time to pick your player."
No, and this is why I love John A, because why everything she got to do is just so iconic. Because the way Ronnie,
she had to turn her whole head.
Ronnie,
like, oh my god! But mind you, Ronnie been beefing with her like very subtly this whole time. So who gives a damn?
It's giving one-sided.
It's giving one-sided. So John A picks Ronnie, and Jordan is basically like, I'm gonna have to take out the kingpin. You know, if I'm gonna do what I gotta do, then I'm taking out the godfather, the head hunter. My thing is, Jordan, you should just pick West and
one.
Like we trying to get to the end. I take out Godfather. I don't know what you trying to do. I'm trying to win.
At this point, Mark's been on 78 challenges. Like, he got too much experience, I fear. Like,
honestly, he's 78 years old and been on 78 challenges. Okay, so so we get to the girls, and so the girls go. What's the thing? The fucking challenge. Wait a damn minute.
You gotta, first of all, yeah, we gotta break this down, because the challenges, I don't know what's going on. TJ, MTV, Burnham Murray, whoever the fuck is running this, I don't know if this is COVID laws. I'm sick of these separate puzzle challenges. I want to see bitches fight. I want to see
brawl.
Where's the hall brawl? Where's the pole wrestle? Where is, I don't know, push grab? I don't know, something, fall down.
Run and jump.
I don't know.
Like, climb and move. We need something. Like, y'all, the way I could have set this shit up in my room right now, we could stay on the podcast. I could put a pillow up top and a rope on the bottom, and that was the whole challenge.
My thing is, are we watching the challenge or Survivor? Because what's going on? So basically, it's a pulley system. You have to pull a bag of puzzles out of this tower. It's going to fall on the ground, random. You pick the puzzle up, you solve a 6-piece triangle puzzle, and John A wins.
Then you win. And then John A won.
In 2 seconds, I fear. Mind you, Ronnie got the puzzles out first. But it's like, my thing is, they're obviously running out of ideas for eliminations, because you might as well just, like, they just needed to add something to get the puzzle. Why didn't you just make them do a puzzle?
They really could have just said, oh, here's a puzzle, do it.
Especially
whoever finished, because it's not like the process before the puzzle was extremely hard to where someone was just not good at that. Like, it was something heavy, but she was still just pulling it. Like, you could just put the puzzle. Either you should have made it a challenge to get to the puzzle, like more difficult, something else. You had to do the pulley 85 times first. That's what the challenges used to be. You have to pull this thing 90 times. And then once you get to the 90, you can stop. And then, by the time they get there, they tired, they can't breathe, they can't move, they can't run. Then you do the puzzle or something like that. You have to pull it once. I could have won that.
Maybe the challenge is easier because this all stars. The girls are, I don't know.
No!
I don't know, because these have just been, I've been so lackluster.
Basically, they're like, okay, we have to dumb down, we have to make the challenge a little simpler. Because the
girls have been getting injured down all season. They had like 5 injuries.
Houseway. So Jordan loses. This is fucking puzzle.
And it took like 10-15 minutes for them to complete the puzzle. They were struggling. But that's what I was going to say. It's like Jordan loses, and it's like, it sucks, because if that was a physical challenge, Jordan probably could have beat Mark. I like the equalizer effects, I guess, but not situations where my faves go home.
It needs to be, if you're going to do an equalizer, you still need to have a lot more going on. I don't like just grab the puzzle, just push down the puzzle pieces, and then we're at the equalizer immediately. That's not even equalizer. That's the comp.
Mm-hmm.
That's the challenge. Yes, girl. So now we are in our top 5. What is this? Yeah. 5 girls, 5 boys. And so when's the final? Now?
I think it's the top 4 or the top 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so we really close to the final. It's given definitely that John A Naya and Kayla should be in the final. No shade to the other girl.
I want Kellyanne, Janae, Naya, and Kayla in the final.
Oh, it's a
Sorry.
4-person?
I don't know if it's a 4. Sorry,
So not Veronica.
Sorry, Veronica. But all the rest of the girls. And then if it's a 3, Janae, Naya, Kellyanne.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm biased. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
For the boys. As long as Brad loses, I'm good.
And you know what? I'm okay with Daddy West winning. I'm okay with
Mark can win because he's the Godfather. He's the Godfather. Anybody but Brad.
Anybody but Brad. Yeah, anybody but Brad. Anybody but
Brad. Brad, this is a message directly to you. Bow out, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see it no more. If you gonna play this show, and I'm gonna have commentary about it, if you want some positive commentary, play for real. Like, why are you gagging around this whole time? I'm just gonna keep.
Brad is here for his money. Okay,
he's not here for the money because if he were for the money, he wouldn't have X'd himself out.
Brad is gonna take the safest route to get that bag, sister.
You don't get that bag being saved. You see,
he's been doing it since.
We'll see if he wins. How many has he won? You acting like he won as many as Johnny Bananas. If you're doing the thing to get to the bag, you should have been winning more bags. We'll see if he wins. I don't think so. We'll see. If he wins, then I'll eat my words. With that being said, check us out. We will be covering CBS, the Challenge USA. Really check that out. If you're a Challenge fan, and you just can't get into the Big Brother, the Survivors, just watch the Challenge USA. It's the same shit, different.
You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You love it. You love it when you eat it. Also, check us out as we cover the rest of this season of the Challenge All-Stars 3. We will also be covering the Challenge 38. We're also gonna be covering Big Brother 24. We're also gonna be covering Survivor 43. We're also gonna be covering Survivor 44. We're also gonna be covering Amazing Race 33. We're also gonna be all right, y'all. We done. We should done. Bye.